This is the 21st of December of 2020. This is a few minutes before 2 o'clock, 5 to 2 p.m. This noise is just constant. I don't understand what this noise is, but what I know, it is absolutely impossible to live life with this constant noise. Since I got up in the morning, I have extreme headache that I cannot just manage or be productive or to do my work, my job, whatever I have to do, write and read and write reviews for PhD students. Because of this awful noise, because of this disrespect and really scandalistic way of you or the planning department and Islington Council giving permits for this kind of site and construction work have given. This is really awful. And obviously I know that you are all covered with all your building law. But no, not at all. It's not that, Islington Council is that clever. Not mentioning that the Department of Noise, Pollution and Health in all councils in London, they are useless because of all the people working there who just get any information that the management is giving that everything is correctly done, and it's not. And I have proofs for that. Not just me, residents, my lawyers. So just the phone calls between a person working for Department of Health Department and pollution at councils, like this one is in council, who believes, because doesn't understand the law, that everything is correct, to some manager who makes mistakes and breaks the law each time when he can or they can, the management. I have proofs recording all this, that every time it's like a lottery for the management. Maybe it will be okay and no one will understand or will just realize something or will just make a documentation. So yeah, okay, let's do something that is wrong. Like 3 times, 3 subcontractors, they were like putting toilets for builders just right in front of my window of my daughter's bedroom and my own one. So we just couldn't face what is wrong, and the first time we just applied and wrote a complaint about this extremely disgusting smell and actually fetor. And then when it was changed the second time, the new subcontractors came, but the management was the same one and just didn't say that there are some rules and please keep the rules. These people shout to each other each time. I have to waste my private own time to write complaints because people are shouting to each other, screaming to each other, whistling to each other from the day when they start working. And every sub company working in here, I almost can recognize them, who they are, where they come from, what they are doing. But I don't understand why I have to deal and being put with this noise, and I'm non-stop hearing that everything is due to the law and regulations regarding the noise around the building. But I am above the building a meter, so I'm like in the side of the building. It's not like the council Islington says to me that I am not in the building, because my window is just a meter above the building. So I do hear and I'm put with this noise as much as if I were working inside. This is absolutely scandalous, and I know it's possible only in the UK, because no European country is doing things like that, are doing things like that. They really try to help residents as much as possible. They just put screens just to minimize the awful, disgusting situation like this noise and pollution and dirt as much as they can, but not this one, not this country, and not this Islingtons. And if the government took all the money from this in my case, useless really department that is dealing with neighbors' noise, maybe loud music, but not with the real problems that we are all saying, probably it would save quite a lot of money for something but much more productive, and at least, barriers that are just, separating me from this madness. And as you can see, for all this long speech I have to you, you can hear how loud and how long this is without any break going on. This is just torture, because this is just against the normal human brain. The human brain is just not able to work like that. This is a torture. This is against the human rights. That's how people were tortured, at those places during wars where they were actually tortured. So I consider myself that I am tortured right now at this point. And I had to write 3 times emails asking to remove the each time when the new constructors and companies arrived to this site, as I said before, I had to write 3 times to ask just to remove the disgusting toilet for several builders using them non-stop. This disgusting fetor that I had to deal with, sickly, made me absolutely sick. And probably the more constructors and more companies will be coming, they will be doing the same things. And of course the management always has got some explanation, whichever it is. And this is just nonsense explanations, which people who work not coming unless I ask precisely, because I really said that I'm going to write a serious complaint on the person working at the Islington Council, that he just believed on the word or from the phone call of the manager, and he hasn't come himself just to check whether everything is in the place and correct. But I really would love someone to come when there is this extremely terrible toxic pollution, because I can really count you down, and I will write down what kind of toxins are just coming from that kind of building. And also another thing is that the internet connections, phone calls, they just don't work. They are disconnected every 5 seconds, which means the magnetical electrical field is just so strong and affecting all those things, that all the people are really at the risk of cancer, and we are really radiated by all this electromagnetic field that is just that close. It's impossible to live this life. This is residential area. This is not the city. This is not the business place. We are living here, and these people work on Saturdays, Sundays sometimes as well. And I just want to remind that this is the 21st of December, which means from yesterday, Boris Johnson announced that there is no going to be Christmas, that the new virus is so extremely difficult that we are not supposed rather move and to stay home. How am I going to stay home in these circumstances if my dream is just to leave my home and just to escape from this disaster, torture and the hell? that I have been served by my council that is taking my money for some departments that absolutely are useless and should be absolutely locked, closed, and the money would be saved for something much more really appropriate, or at least for education of those people who are giving permits for not knowing the building law. Because, as you know, it's in here from my daughter's bedroom up to the wall of this 6 or 8 meters block. It's going to be a 1 meter, which is too close. As you can see, this wall is not even straight, it's diagonally with the just getting closer to our block's position. I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I can't even get my thoughts together, I'm not able to talk, but I absolutely expect the management to pay each time breaking the law penalties. I want the department was checking without me calling and being a watchdog, telling what is wrong, but it cannot be like that, full stop. And this is N19PG flat number 23. Thank you.